Hello, my name is Michael, and I own the radio station, Gooey Buds Radio, the entertainment and advertising end of the business Cush Elite Marketing. I do entertainment with the music, I do advertising, I do social media work, and I do public relations work, all through Cush Elite Marketing and Gooey Buds Radio, which is a tool of Cush Elite Marketing. I do smoke marijuana medicinally. I stick mainly to the indicas because the head high of the sativas makes me a little bit addle-brained. I have a great deal of chronic pain and headache from old injuries that are catching up to me. I am in my 50s. And marijuana is also the only medication that has ever helped with my brain injury issues. I did have a severe brain injury in 1978. Both fortunately and unfortunately, my disabilities come in the unseen form. If I walked funny or spoke with seriously slurred speech or any number of other noticeable disabilities caused by traumatic brain injuries, you might be more inclined to help. But I appear perfectly normal until I get stressed. Then the low frustration threshold takes over and I lose my temper and say things I regret, and generally burn bridges. So I have always supplemented my income with my own behind-the-scenes businesses. On the radio station, I play all independent music 24/7, and I promote as many bands as I can at no charge to them. I also do interviews with the bands and have developed other interesting content like the blogs, The Oracle on Our Matrix, which is political economic by Alvin Harrison. There is Peer Within blog, searching ever inwards for the answers that we seek. That would be Greg Jacoby. He's a meditation instructor in Northern California. And I also have the What is Reality, which examines the meaning of life in its many facets. So we have 3 good blogs on the Gooey Buds Radio website. The advertising is both name recognition and content advertising. Name recognition does not hold the cards they used to hold back in the 50s because people are smarter now with the information age and computers and the internet and whatnot. People can do investigating now. You know, they don't have to go by what they hear. They can go find out for themselves. Anyway, I use the social media like Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, blah blah blah, to get your messages out there. And not just your name recognized, but to get the message out that you want to reach people with that are going to attract that business to you. And that's what I do for you. Public relations. Public relations is just marketing people. What we do is we accentuate the positives and try to ignore, or if we can, get rid of the negatives. Public relations is about marketing people. And this is what I've done with Gooey of Gooey Buds Radio. Gooey of Gooey Buds Radio is everybody's stoner pal. However, I, Cush Elite Marketing, am very serious. When I use both name recognition and content advertising when I work with you in a public relations capacity. I have created a system at Gooey Buds Radio on Twitter, at Gooey Buds Radio on Twitter, that pretty much feeds on itself. Everyone who belongs to Gooey Buds Radio is nice. They do ads for themselves. They retweet ads that I post, and they put out ads for each other, which is pretty cool when you see that happening. And it just makes you feel good to do nice things for people. So when you go to Gooey Buds Radio and you check on your daily messages, put out a couple of nice promotional advertisements for some of your friends, some of the people you know there. It's a nice thing to do, you know. Anyway, my advertising is all about content, and every link that goes out from Gooey Buds Radio is connected to meaningful, positive content I develop myself. I work hard to make all this work, and there are expenses. I pay to keep the station playing. I pay for automation. I develop quality content and interesting ads. And I also try to be somewhat of a cheerleader for all of you who are making Gooey Buds Radio a quality follow. What do I need? What do I need? I need access to databases to reach the published journalists and bloggers. Those between $5,000 and $7,000 a year. I've got the internet that I have to pay for. I put much time into it, and I have a payroll of a very small payroll of another social media marketer that I use for my own personal stuff, and so it comes out to about $12,000 for a year, and I can. So anyway, why am I pleading to you? You have seen what I can do with Gooey Buds Radio. You have seen how good it functions, and I can bring all this to you, get you involved in all this, pretty inexpensively. I've always worked for myself. I've always had to supplement my income because of the brain injury stuff, and I've always been in some kind of business, mostly sales and marketing. So I've decided to enter the business community again, but this time doing something a little different. I've chosen, since I have a radio station, to play independent music for free. I do interviews with the bands for free, and I make this content available to you free of charge, all in the hopes that some of you out there will want to share in the financial burden. $12,000 is not bad for starting an online business, a real business, not a hobby I make money from. I have a BS degree in human services, and I'm currently pursuing an MBA. I have been through a great deal of formal management training in the work world. I have taken numerous courses in sales and marketing and have managed several bars and restaurants. I have worked with several bands and individuals successfully. What do you get for the basic setup? I do 96 name recognition tweets per day. It's about one every 15 minutes. I can push it to every 5 minutes, but I try to be a good Twitter neighbor and not be a pain in other people's butts. These ads are designed to be seen and are worded so the messages stand out loud and clear. All right, and when I do market you, when I do the public relations, I market you at Gooey Buds Radio on Twitter, at Cush Elite Marketing on Twitter. I market you on the Facebook, the Gooey Buds Radio Facebook page, the Cush Elite Marketing Facebook page. I market you on a newer network called TSU, TSU. I market you on Tumblr. I use the MJ Exchange and the Rock Metal Network. So what we have is about 25,000 quality targeted followers who generate about 100 to 150,000 messages per week, all on topics that started from you or someone else on Gooey Buds Radio. And all these topics are about promoting yourselves, promoting each other, saying nice things to people, communicating with me, having me communicate back with you, just being social. And the more we roll this around and get this thing working, it's really going to be great. So please, I'm asking, help me to start the business so the money generated from it will keep the free promotion going for the independent bands. Thank you very much.